All right, a shocking and unusual twist today in court right as the state trial for two former Minneapolis police officers charged in George Floyd's murder got underway.
J. Alexander King struck a plea deal. In exchange for his guilty plea, he'll serve 3.5 years in prison. Thao rejected a plea agreement and is asking for something called a trial by stipulated evidence. Prosecutors will have to prove that he knew Derek Chauvin was committing the crime during George Floyd's arrest and he helped him do it. WCCO legal analyst Joe Tamburino is in the studio today to help us understand what happened. And I'm glad you're here, Joe, because it's confusing. But were you surprised by both of these developments?
Yes, very surprised. I was surprised that just literally the first thing this morning, Mr. King said he's going to be pleading guilty to the manslaughter charge. And then we heard after that Mr. Thao, though he's not pleading guilty, he's not having a trial. He's basically going to have an agreement with the prosecutor as to what the evidence is that the judge will consider. It was all unusual.
Yeah. Let's start with King. So what exactly did he agree to?
Well, what he agreed to was a very favorable deal for him. He agreed to 3.5 years, plead guilty to the lower charge, which is the manslaughter, have the upper charge dismissed, and it all runs concurrent with his federal sentence, which means he will not serve an extra day in jail above his federal sentence. So it's a very good deal for him.
Is it
different than the one he had earlier that they were talking about? Because I know that they've been in negotiations a long time. Obviously.
They have been, but we never quite got the actual plea offer before. We knew that it was rejected, his attorney said so, but we didn't have the exact numbers, so I'm not quite sure if it was the same as before.
How does this compare to what Thomas Lane got?
Basically, it's the same. See, this is what's perplexing. The Attorney General for the last 2 years has been saying these three individuals are just as guilty as Mr. Chauvin, but the plea offers that they've offered them are quite beneficial. I mean, it would be as if someone was guilty of, say, criminal vehicular operation. They drove drunk and they killed someone on the roadway. You'd pretty much get what these former officers are getting.
I'm not sure that most of the general public has ever heard of a trial by stipulated evidence.
I have not heard of that personally.
I think you're in the majority for sure. I mean, what is it and what are they going to do now?
It's very unusual. What it is this. Literally, the defense attorney and the prosecutor get together and they decide what the evidence is that the judge will consider. And then they give that packet of evidence. It could be reports, statements, recordings, body-worn camera video. It could be former testimony from the federal trial. They give it to the judge and they say to the judge, okay, now decide whether or not this defendant is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the crime.
Yeah.
So it's really unusual.
No jury,
no jury.
Testimony from Thao. You just got really... It's like a document exchange.
That was another good point because Mr. Thao gave up his right to testify at his stipulated facts trial. So it's not as if he's going to be telling his story. Now, he said that once before in the federal trial, and they might include those transcripts, but we don't know.
Well, what if they don't agree? What if the prosecutor says, I want to put this videotape in, and the defense says, well, that's not germane to who's the arbitrator of that if there's no judge? That's
a great question, and that's why this was all decided before. Obviously, there's been some negotiation between the prosecutor, between the defense attorney. They might have even informed the judge ahead of time, but you simply don't do a stipulated facts trial on the day of trial. This was obviously discussed before. Because of that reason, you're quite right. What happens if they disagree about the evidence?
Your legal mind. I'm curious if you think this is favorable for Thao. I mean, how is Judge Cahill going to handle this type of trial?
It depends on why they did a stipulated trial. See, I could tell you based on 33 years of courtroom experience, you do a stipulated trial for one of two reasons. Either you know what's going to happen. The parties know that, there's a good chance the judge is going to find A or B. Or you do it because your client, the defendant, really can't admit guilt, and you basically need the judge to find guilt. Those are the two reasons. So I don't know why they did it. I don't know if they're actually going to be fighting this out in legal briefs where they write down their argument. That's to come. But those are usually the reasons why you do a stipulated facts trial.
Does he put himself at more risk to Thao? Let's say that they reach the latter conclusion and the judge finds him guilty. At the sentencing phase, is it going to be can't be that much of a departure from what the others have received, has it?
It won't be, because there's this further agreement that we understand from today that the defense and the prosecution have. You heard the defense attorney say that if the judge finds Mr. Thao guilty of the lesser crime, which is the manslaughter, the Attorney General's office will dismiss the higher count and will not seek aggravating what's called Blakely factors. and Mr. Thao would only face a guideline sentence, which is basically what the other two men faced.
We have like 10 seconds before we let you go. What's next, and where are these two now?
What's next is what happens to the federal appeals, because Mr. Thao and Mr. Kueng have appealed their federal sentence. Will they become moot? Will they just waive that?
Okay. All right. Joe Tamburino, thank you for coming in and
Yeah.
helping us sort through this kind of unusual
Fascinating,
development.
very unusual. So, yeah, good to have you here, Joe. We'll, of course, keep you posted and updated as the stipulated trial moves forward, and any other developments. You'll find our coverage on TV, online, and, of course, streaming on CBS News Minnesota.